Today on Teuty's track analysis, we have the track of the day for March 6, Neo-Cupra Suspendida Drift by Florenzius. Suspendida Drift is a dirt track that also features some road and magnet sections. There are also special blocks of engine off and reset. Some features on the track include a GPS, a single finish, there are no speed checks, and currently no skips or cuts have been found. As far as difficulty, I'd say it's slightly harder than an average track of the day, rating it a 6 out of 10 due to some transitions being a little bit challenging. I completed the track with a time of 43.457, which is 3.5 seconds ahead of the gold medal time and 0.2 of a second ahead of the author medal time. Outside of one transition that I felt was pretty awkward to drive, I found the track very enjoyable and would give it a ++. For today's analysis, we are using the current world record Ghost driven by CoPro. They had a time of 41.798, and this is 1.659 ahead of my personal best. So something here at the start during my attempts that I didn't really know is that at the very start here while you're dropping down, you do not want to hold gas the whole way. For about the first 0.4 to maybe half a second, you do not want to do anything. For a visual indication, this is about what your screen should look like when you want to start holding gas. And we'll see here that I actually land quicker than the world record. However, not holding gas the entire way allows you to land further back on the ramp and get more speed coming out of it. For this section here, you pretty much have to go over to this right side. If you really try to go down the middle or anywhere else towards the left, you will just get a ton of airtime and lose all your speed. After the dirt section, we'll hit the magnet and we'll see the world record go over to the right hand side. While I take it over to the left, there's not a ton of difference here, but I will lose a car length of distance. The upcoming jump can be a little bit tricky, but you want to make sure you're getting up towards that upper left side. You also want to be turning down towards the right so your car spins and you land, a little bit sideways here so you can make the turn. Due to turning a bit late for the jump, I end up jumping out straighter than I would have liked. Instead of being down towards the right here, I am far to the outside, which will cause me to lose some distance here. After this upcoming engine off section, we'll have a couple of dirt sections broken up by magnets. Hard to tell if the world record is attempting to speed slide or no slide through this, but either way, you just want to take it nice and smooth and not oversteer. For this jump here, you want to be sort of in the middle of the section you are jumping off and kind of jumping towards the middle of the section you are jumping to. Exiting this platform too low will make you hit the edge of the next platform. And if you are aiming towards the left while jumping off in this location, you will hit the upcoming bump on the left. And if you're aiming too far to the right, you will hit the bump on the right side. After this jump, you'll be hit with the typical dirt turn here, which you want to ride the outside line as best as possible. I tried to do this, but no matter how many times I tried, no matter how many techniques I tried to nail this, I could not even really come close. On the exit to this section though, you want to try your best to get over to this left-hand side so you get good ground-to-ground contact without getting a ton of airtime leaving this part. After this, we'll be hit with the transition. I felt very awkward here and kind of ruined the flow of the map a little bit. Luckily, it's right at the end of the track, so it doesn't ruin the overall majority of the track. For the setup here, it seems like you want to be a little bit left of center while going down towards the right-hand side. And as we see with the world record here, it'll get him a nice inside line, and it'll give him a sort of a straighter shot here up the magnet. But really, if you're anywhere else but that line, you kind of end up just landing a little bit sideways, and it just feels super awkward for this transition unless you do it perfectly. But after this section, we have a turn on this curve section, which you want to go down it a little bit. Here, I dip down a little bit too far. It'll still end up being an all right turn. And one more tip here, we'll be at the very end going into the finish line. You want to drive over the right side edge here because since you're driving on a magnet block, it still wants to kind of pull you into it. So once you go off, it'll kind of fling you in a downward motion and get you into the finish faster. So final thoughts today, overall, thought the track was pretty good. Could have been maybe even a triple plus track if it didn't have that one weird transition. But I did enjoy playing it a lot. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please like the video and subscribe. Check the description for links to my Twitch and Discord if you are interested in those. And be sure to check out all the other Trackmania content on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one.